Hello everyone, and welcome back to A-Biz for the latest updates on the members of Blackpink. After a recent visit to Paris to see her dog Love, Lisa has now been spotted in Los Angeles, where she is reportedly preparing for her upcoming performance at the FIFA World Cup opening ceremony. On June 8th, a fan shared an unexpected encounter with the Blackpink star at Ruin Pear Thai restaurant in Los Angeles. According to the fan, they were standing less than a meter away from Lisa and were immediately struck by how small her face looked in person and how effortlessly cool she appeared while wearing a hoodie. The fan admitted that they did not recognize Lisa at first. It was only after exchanging glances for a few seconds that they realized who she was. The post also highlighted some of the restaurant's popular dishes, including pork leg rice and papaya salad, while mentioning a nearby gelato shop that Lisa had reportedly visited in the past. Lisa is set to take the stage alongside Anita and Rima on June 12th, where the trio will perform their collaboration track Goals live for the very first time during the World Cup opening ceremony in Los Angeles. Meanwhile, Rosé continues to make significant progress on her next musical project. After recording sessions for her upcoming album at Electric Lady Studios in New York, and later working with Natalie Findlay and Daniel Escobar at East West Studios in Los Angeles, the singer appears to be traveling extensively in search of new inspiration. Following a recent trip to Japan, it seems that Rosé, songwriter-producer Natalie Findlay, and Findlay's boyfriend Jules Apollinaire have now returned to South Korea. On June 7th, the trio was spotted together on the streets of Seoul. Fans also noticed that they appeared to celebrate Natalie's birthday together on the same day. Their recent interactions continue to reinforce the idea that Rosé and Findlay remain closely connected throughout the development of Rosé's upcoming musical era. However, Rosé unexpectedly found herself at the center of online discussion this week. On June 9th, Popbase reported that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater had officially ended their relationship after 3 years. Almost immediately, social media users revived the long-running Rosé curse joke, with some fans humorously suggesting that Rosé should meet certain celebrities whose relationships they wanted to see end. As the joke began generating even more attention than the breakup news itself, many fans stepped in to defend Rosé, pointing out that she has previously expressed discomfort with this narrative. Critics argued that the joke can be unfair and potentially damaging, especially because some interpretations indirectly connect Rosé to homewrecker accusations that have circulated online in the past. Meanwhile, Jennie delivered one of the most talked about performances of the weekend at Governor's Ball 2026. Beyond performing fan-favorite hits from her Ruby era, Jennie surprised audiences by debuting several unreleased songs, generating enormous excitement among attendees. One of the standout tracks, Heaven, appears to explore an intense yet deeply toxic relationship. The song's protagonist recognizes the destructive nature of the romance, acknowledging the constant arguments, emotional wounds, and blurred boundaries that define the relationship. Despite understanding its unhealthy aspects, they remain unable to walk away because the emotional intensity makes them feel alive rather than empty. The track paints a picture of a love that is both addictive and chaotic. Another unreleased song, Little Less, presents a very different perspective. The track focuses on emotional intimacy, trust, and genuine connection between two people. Rather than pursuing a traditional romantic relationship, the narrator longs for something slightly less defined, a bond built on honesty, understanding, and companionship without the pressure of labels or commitment. The song suggests that meaningful connection can exist outside conventional romance while still carrying profound emotional depth. Jennie's Governor's Ball performance left such a strong impression that major publications, including Vogue and Rolling Stone, named her set among the festival's best performances. Some commentators even described Jennie as one of pop music's emerging leading stars. Speaking with Vogue after the show, Jennie revealed how excited she had been for the performance, describing Governor's Ball as the perfect way to kick off her summer festival season. Since it marked her first music festival appearance in New York, she wanted her stage wardrobe to reflect a local creative partnership. Jennie shared that she had long hoped to collaborate with AWGE and was thrilled to work alongside the creative collective on custom pieces designed exclusively for her Governor's Ball appearance. The collaboration is particularly notable because AWGE, founded by A$AP Rocky, has reportedly created custom pieces for only a select few individuals, including Rihanna, their son, and now Jennie. The connection becomes even more interesting considering that A$AP Rocky also serves as a creative director for Ray-Ban, a brand that recently appointed Jennie as a global ambassador. Following her performance on the Snapchat stage, Jennie and her team headed over to the Verizon stage, where she was seen hugging and enjoying A$AP Rocky's set alongside Rihanna. The reaction from her team quickly caught fans' attention online. Chahee immediately reached for her phone, Allison watched the interaction closely, while Silvergun and Limson appeared to be internally screaming with excitement. Meanwhile, Limson's husband Zozaz seemed completely confused by the chaos unfolding around him. Given Jennie's growing relationship with Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, fans are increasingly hopeful that a future collaboration could eventually become reality. After Governor's Ball, Jennie also took some time to enjoy New York City with her longtime friend Chahee. A New York-based photographer recently shared that they unexpectedly encountered Jennie in the Dumbo waterfront area of Brooklyn while photographing a sunset session on June 8th, coincidentally National Best Friends Day. According to the photographer, Jennie was sitting right beside them, but they initially failed to recognize her. After quietly calling her name, Jennie looked back and gently signaled, "Shh," hoping to maintain her privacy. Respecting her wishes, the photographer chose not to approach further and instead observed from a distance. The post described Jennie as makeup-free, incredibly adorable, and seemingly enjoying a peaceful day in New York following her Governor's Ball triumph.
Jennie 在海边看日落和自由女神，都不敢打扰她。Jennie 一个人。
谁呀？我怎么完全认不出来？啊？
都还行。有点那个船上的人认出来了。没有，just。哦 ，Jennie say hi， 对他们。
不是认。
他们肯定认不出来那么远。
你怎么？他们就是见到一个人打。
Fans later identified Chahee in the shared footage thanks to a recognizable handbag she was carrying, further confirming that the two friends were spending quality time together. Their friendship has become increasingly admired among fans, especially after listeners connected it to Jennie's songwriting. Many believe Jennie poured her heart into Ruby, particularly through songs that appear to reflect the experience of drifting apart from a close friend and eventually finding their way back to one another. Judging by their recent appearances together, it seems that Jennie and Chahee's bond remains as strong as ever.